Good evening everyone, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are guys. Piotr here, this is Light Forex Global YouTube channel and continuation of the post FOMC bloodbath going on, hitting even crypto market, and that's what we are going to discuss. We are going to make crypto market update right here, right now. Alright, so again, we are going to start from the higher time frame monthly, this falling trend line, right, kept the market on May, and looks like we were very close. We hit the my high, right? We hit my high, as you can see. It was so close to try to get above 10,500, but again, overall post FOMC sell-off hit the crypto market as well. The good thing is that still we have like more than 2 weeks to fight with this monthly chart, okay? So we know where we are. So let's switch lower. Let's have a look how it looks from the weekly chart perspective, and it's not great, right? Some early signs of the possible this type of the action we've seen previous week. All right, when we hit some kind of the supply above 10k, all right, and we built upper shadow. And right now, if you are going to take into the consideration last 3 weeks, right, we are creating swing high. Not that great stuff. But there is a big but when it comes to the bulls. Low, higher low. Let's have a look if this trend line down, if this trend line can hold, right? It's gonna be, we were discussing this based on the daily chart. I'm going to show you in a second, right? So maybe this week that's gonna be just the retest of the strong support, and the next week, well, why not? We can try to visualize, right? Of course, there is another scenario in case of the break of that trend line. Then 8,500 could be in play. Okay, so let's switch lower. Let's switch to daily. Of course, the supply is only at one zone, 10,000, 10,500. That's where we have a supply, and nothing else, to be honest with you, right? So let's have a look what we have here. We are building this type of the possible jumper right here, right now. Okay, so this trend line, the bears were trying to break quite a few times. Today is a third time, right? Here is, let's say, with the stop count here is a quite nice. So big up, big down, lower up, lower down, extended up, aggressive sell-off, and the question is if it's going to be the test. If we can call it as a test, we might get an answer even this week, guys, because if that's gonna to close above 9,500, let's say, right, 9,600, that could be even faster than next week. So fingers crossed, right? Again, supply is only at one zone, 10,000, 10,500. Buyers are creating or trying to hold this higher lows, right? So it's getting so narrow, right? We couldn't go upside twice, so now a little bit of the sell-off and test to the downside. That's how I see the things when it comes to the Bitcoin. So let's switch even lower. Let's switch to 4-hour chart here, and that's what I like. That's what I like the most, because we have latest intraday weakness, right? Latest intraday weakness. Okay, and we just hit that zone, or almost hit that zone. Okay, very nice recovery is going on right now. Would be great, as I mentioned, would be great to get the close above 9,500, 9,600. That would be amazing. Otherwise, we might see the retest, right? So more stop count, and then eventually trying to go higher. So overall, with what we are seeing on the market, well, at least Bitcoin is trying to do not that bad as the others, right? So other assets, right? So the crypto are trying to hold the ground. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the Ether. Okay, because here strong rejection as well. Let's have a look where we are from the monthly chart perspective. Some similar trend line, right, as on the Bitcoin. Okay, very similar. When it comes to the weekly chart, well, we are fighting with this huge supply, and I've been talking about that, right? If we are going to manage to get the close above 275 to 85, right, that's gonna be the latest local weakness. All right, and if we consider the low around 100, so meaning that was like $170, $180 to the downside. So from here, the same to the upside is 450, 500, somewhere here, right? Meaning that the market closing above 275 to 85 will open that zone towards 500, 550 when it comes to the weekly chart. Okay, so we were trying twice within last 2 weeks. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the daily. All right, here could be very similar, guys, to what we were discussing when it comes to the Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin tested latest local weakness. We've seen the break yesterday. All right, it's a huge rejection today, but if we manage to get candle like this, okay, if we are going to manage to get the candle like this, right, we can say that the bulls are almost at home and may try to target the levels discussed a second ago based on the weekly chart. All right, so let's switch lower to 4-hour. Same situation as on Bitcoin, right? Good, because it's some kind of the, let's call it double bottom, so we can create some kind of the range, right? Look, why I put the arrow here. Okay, look what happened from here. Boom. So if we are going to manage on this 4-hour chart close above, probably we are going to react around 236. We might see the pullback, then 228 should hold, and the rally towards 250 again might be very possible. So overall, still few hours left towards the end of the day. Fingers crossed, and the bulls are doing quite good job here. If necessary, of course, I'm going to make another update when it comes to the crypto market. For now, that's it from me. trying to make the summary, 10,000, 10,500 when it comes to the Bitcoin. That's where the last line of the defense for the sellers. 250 when it comes to the Ether, that's where the sellers are. Then 275, 280 if we are going to manage to close above. Take care guys, don't be trapped, and see you around. Thank you, goodbye.